All right, hello everyone. This is Miss Turner, and I'm coming to you to talk about the coordinate plane Google Slides activity. So whenever you logged in, you saw this video and I wanted you to watch it. Now, it might have had an issue where it didn't let you play on the Google Slide and you had to click this link to go watch it on YouTube. Just click it and you'll be able to watch the video. The video was a quick reminder about the first quadrant because we're moving on from talking about percents and fractions and decimals for now, and we're going to talk about the coordinate plane. So like I said, in 5th grade you learned about the first quadrant. Now we're going to be talking about the second, third, and fourth quadrants. On this slide, what I wanted you to do was graph the ordered pairs. So you had an example and you have your point A. So point A says start at the origin, and then we're going to move 9 units to the right. So go to 9, and then I'm going to move 5 units up, and that's how they graphed point A, 9, 5. Okay, remember 0, 0 is your origin. That's where you start each point, so you don't get confused. Just always start in the middle. I wanted you to graph each point on the coordinate grid above. So my first point B is 0, 8. So I'm going to start at the coordinate. Start at the origin, 0 for my x, so I'm not going to move left or right. For my y, it's 8, so I'm going to move up 8. Okay, number 10 for point C, my ordered pair is 2, 3, so I'm going to start at the origin, then I'm going to move 2 units to the right, and then I'm going to move 3 units up, so 1, 2, 3. Plot my point C. Point D is 6, 7. Start at the origin, 6 units to the right, 7 units up. Plot my point. And for E, 5, 0. Start at the origin, 5 units to the right. I don't have to go up or down because it's 0 for the y coordinate, so I'm just going to leave it there, 5, on the 5 axis. On the x axis. Okay, it's almost the same thing as I did for the B, but instead of it staying on the x axis, it just stayed on the y axis because they had zeros in their respect. They each had zeros in their ordered pair. So how do you locate and name points in the coordinate plane? Points in the coordinate plane are located and named by their locations from the origin along the x-axis first, followed by the y-axis. The order of the coordinates is important. It's very important. If I said where I plotted a point was at 2, 3, and you said, oh, okay, I'm going to go to 3, 2. Those are 2 different places, and we wouldn't be able to meet up or match up because that's not where you went. Okay, this video just explained the different quadrants and introduced you to quadrant 2, 3, and 4. Once you got done with that video, oopsies, you went to this slide, and I wanted you to read the slide to get yourself familiar with it. Before this video, you have coordinate plane vocabulary, so some of these words are already going to be familiar to you. I want you to keep this slide because it's very important, so maybe you should take a picture of it, screenshot it, but it's very important. You should keep it with you. These questions. So what I wanted you to do is look at your pictures and then reflect on what you had just learned. So question 1 says, if both coordinates of a point are negative, in which quadrant is a point located? So I'm looking for a negative, negative. So I'm going to look at my quadrants. Quadrant 1 is positive, positive. Quadrant 2 is negative, positive. Quadrant 3 is negative, negative. But let's look at quadrant 4, which is positive, negative. So yes, our answer is quadrant 3. Okay. Number 2, describe the coordinates of all points in quadrant 1. So quadrant 1, this is going back to 5th grade. Quadrant 1 is positive numbers because I'm going to the right on my number line and I'm going up on my y-axis. So I'm going right on my x-axis and up on my y-axis. That makes them both positive. All points are positive. And then my last question, explain why negative 3, 5 represents a different location from 3, 5. Okay, so I'm going to use this graph down here. So I'm going to start at the origin. This time I'm going to go to the left to negative 3, and then I'm still using positive numbers, so I'm going to go up 5. On this point, I'm going to go right to 3 and up 5. So one difference I can already see is they are in different quadrants. Different quadrants, which means and on opposite sides of of the number. The pound sign means the number line. Okay. So if you have any questions about this, you can send me a message on Schoology. Now what I want you to do is go to the next Google slide activity, and then after that you'll have a short little checkpoint to see where you're at with this information, and then it'll be Friday, it'll be the weekend, and no more math for today. On Monday we will continue talking about the coordinate plane. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy your weekend.